Day 2 of 2026 Speed Week at Daytona International Speedway is in the books, which means the America 250 Florida Duels at Daytona are in the books. Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, the two drivers victorious in tonight's Duels at Daytona. First, let's go to the first race before we tackle on some things with the second race. And there's some news that came out with that. First race was pretty status quo to start the beginning of the race, really. It wasn't until we got pit sequence in that second half of the race where things kind of started getting all jumbled. We had a crash coming onto pit road, and then we had a crash later on in the race that would really be detrimental and bring a race to the end. Would be the end when the caution came out, big wreck on going into turn 3, and in that, Casey Mears was able to advance to the Daytona 500 this Sunday. So, crucial moment there. It was Casey Mears, Corey LaJoie, caution light. Mears able to hit that gas button in time before we saw the yellow caution light come on there at the end. But Casey Mears is in the Daytona 500 on Sunday. Once again, Joey Logano winning the the duel at Daytona, the first one of the night. Now, the second duel of the night had no cautions, went green to green, end to end. Broken up, odd race, multiple different pit strategies amongst the drivers. There was probably 4, maybe even 5 different groups of people pitting at different times during this race, which really kind of set up what we got in that race, just kind of clean, spread things out at the end. But Anthony Alfredo was the driver that was able to advance into the Daytona 500 on Sunday. But after the race, NASCAR officials found the transaxle cooling hose on the right side wasn't fastened. On top of that, another cooling hose was disconnected. That's actually just coming in about 5 minutes ago. So with that, Anthony Alfredo DQ'd from getting in to the Daytona 500 on Sunday. In his place now, BJ McLeod gonna get in to the Daytona 500, and he'll try to get his shot at a Daytona 500 trophy. But Chase Elliott, in the end, winning that one. So now day 2 in the books. Now we're gonna get some real points-paying action tomorrow with the Florida Fresh 250 for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race, and get things all started. Tomorrow's Cup Series is actually back on track for NASCAR Cup Series practice. ARCA Menard Series is going to qualify tomorrow, and we're going to see first action of the season for NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts as well. So stay tuned. 5 to Go Facebook page, 5 to Go podcast YouTube page. We're actually going to be uploading a new episode of the podcast tomorrow that we taped today. If you want to listen to that one, because we got our Daytona 500 predictions, we have who's going to win the championship and surprise winners. And the championship and surprise winners are for all 3 series. So we got you covered on Cup, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and the Craftsman Truck Series. So stay tuned. 5 to Go podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube will have that new episode out for y'all tomorrow. And luckily, maybe it'll be a little bit warmer. We'll see you guys tomorrow.